Hello and welcome. Today's topic is the importance of self introspection. Self introspection, as you all know, is basically the process in which we try to think on our own and we try to uh, deep think. Like it's not just thinking about what happened today or yesterday, but a deep evaluation of all that was happening through some days and what affected you. How self introspection can be really useful is when we don't get help from others, or even when we try to seek help or some kind of an advice from another person, but when that person starts answering, we probably feel that it was not the best answer or the best resolution of the problem. So at that time sometimes we have to introspect ourselves. It's like an examination, like even before an examination you get time to think and evaluate what you know, and based on that you will be able to answer the questions that are in the question paper. But self introspection is all about thinking about your own strengths and your own ability to solve a particular problem without taking help from anybody. So now let's think about what self introspection is all about. So self introspection basically is about focusing on the nucleus. Like we know that an atom has a nucleus at the center surrounded by electrons in its various shells. So, self introspection is about focusing on our own source of energy. Secondly, it's about concentrating your energy on one point. So, there may be many problems coming in your way, but when you are getting some time for yourself, make certain notes or try to concentrate your energy on one point at a time. That will leave you more prepared whenever you face a problem in the future. Probably you will be more prepared to solve that problem. Further, what you can do is consider your strong points versus your weak points. Many times people might tell about you that this thing is good about you or this thing is bad about you. You can agree with that, you can disagree with that, and it happens being humans. When somebody tells something good about you, you might not agree to it. But when somebody tells a weak point, then also you might not agree, but your reactions will be different because a strong point is an appreciation, you always like it. But when somebody tries to tell something about a negative thing about you, definitely you don't like hearing it. So either you will object to that point or you will say nothing or whatever, but in your heart it's going to affect you, and it will lead to a depression. If you believe that the weak point is true, it will lead to a depression. But if you don't believe that that weak point is true about you, or maybe you think you're perfectly okay, then it might lead to a resentment. You might not like your friend, you might you might isolate yourself from that very friend who tried to criticize you. So basically, if you don't want to believe a person, you it's up to you. It's your choice whether you are to what extent you want to believe your friends what they say about you. It's all your choice. But it's also true that whenever somebody tries to appreciate you, you feel happy, and when somebody will try to criticize you, you will feel angry, because maybe we want to hear only good things about ourselves. So make more honest evaluations about yourself, and for that, to make honest evaluations, you need to spare some time only for yourself. Prepare some notes. What went wrong on a particular day which led to some sort of a quarrel, and what went right another day when you were able to do everything perfectly. Perform a SWOT analysis for yourself, that is, your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and threats. SWOT analysis is basically done for a particular company or for a particular idea which is coming into the market, but you can also conduct it for yourself. In the further discussion, we will be discussing more about what SWOT analysis is. But strength, maybe you are strong in some points, you might be more courageous, which others might not be. And weakness might be you might be a little bit angry, which others might not be. Opportunities for you, so opportunities may be a good career option for you. Depending on the strength you have, your career options will be similar. And threats may be your certain weakness. Maybe your mental strength may not be good. Emotionally you might get a little bit toned down at times. You might feel disappointed. That can be a threat. So Understanding all these things are very important because it affects your personality as a whole. In further videos we will be discussing more about SWOT analysis and how to perform a SWOT analysis for yourself, and a bit about self introspection, along with case studies of the same. So for now, thank you.